Hey Sagittarius, your December tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have your theme right here, your week to week right here, career and finance, and then love, and then at the end I'm going to pull a message from the Flower Petals deck as a bonus. So your theme is magic. So here's the thing about magic. It is real, it works, and the key is entirely in belief. And slowly over time, it's our belief that kind of erodes. And so for this month, it's for recapturing that belief that magic is real and that you have access to it to create real change in your life. And there is change here, I see. And December can be such a magical time anyway, with all of the different holidays and the miracles that can happen. And they're really trying to lead you back to a time when these things held magic for you, back before you knew everything and back before you learned everything had to be hard and your responsibility. There's letting go of some responsibilities here as well. So sprinkle fairy dust on everything in December and connect to your higher power or your source of magic and reawaken that sense of wonder. Now for week one, you have the Seven of Wands with the Emperor. So the first thing I'm getting is you have nothing to prove. You don't have to demonstrate your power to be in your power. Like being totally seated in your sovereignty, it includes not caring if people know that you are or not, right? Kind of like the busiest people don't have to always be talking about how busy they are or whatever. There is incredible power in letting people think what they're going to think and not wasting your energy on reputation management, on just doing your thing. And you're the freaking emperor. You don't need to bother defending against pettiness. So when it comes to belief in your own magic, you don't need to prove or demonstrate it to naysayers or critics or skeptics. Own it and work it for yourself in your own life and command yourself and let them just wonder how you did it, right? And so week two, you have the Queen of Wands reversed with the Nine of Cups. This sounds silly, but they're saying finding the magical cure for burnout you've been wishing for. The Nine of Cups is a card of contentment and reveling in what you have that's good in life. It doesn't mean that everything's perfect. Sometimes it's important to reward effort, not just outcome. And it's like, I'm not trying to advocate for participation trophies for all, but we have to work with the realities of the dopaminergic system we have and rewarding behavior. So we also have to be able to be grateful and also celebrate along the way. Now, the shadow side of this is complacency, and I can see you trying to walk that line where you want to be happy with what you have in the moment, but also not settle in the long run. So contentment, it actually contributes to and supports perseverance towards goals. Contentment in the present, it doesn't have to prevent you from setting goals. That's giving up, and that's totally different. So I also think they're encouraging you to make a wish this week, old school style, like on a star or on a dandelion, although there won't be many of those in the northern hemisphere in December, but like when you see magic numbers on the clock or whatever magic superstitious thing you want, make that wish this week. Now week three, you have the King of Cups with the Three of Wands reversed. So you're showing up here in such a deeply balanced and emotionally secure and intelligent way that it could be having a profound effect on the people around you. You might find people wanting to talk to you because they need to be in contact with that energy and drink at that well. And there are times in life when we just don't have it to give, and then there are times when we actually do, and this might be one of them, when it doesn't feel like emotional labor to just be a friend, to share your wisdom, or to sit with someone. And it could actually feel good to you to be that person for once. And it does actually fill your cup in a magically unexpected way to discover connection and emotional support. They don't have to be a zero-sum game or a transaction. Now with the Three of Wands reversed, it's not a time of outward progress, but here with that King, it indicates immense internal growth and a heightened ability to identify and address your own needs. Also here with that Three of Wands reversed, that could be about why you stopped believing in your own magic to begin with years ago. And you could be discovering that that missing ingredient was emotion, feeling into it, and believing in your heart and your soul. Now week four, you have the Four of Cups with the Ten of Wands reversed. There's a lot of emotion and motivation here. That's pretty much, yeah, I don't see any pentacles or swords. So this is all about how your emotions fuel your will. And that's your magic. So okay, anyway, I can definitely feel the meh of that kind of last week of the year when we can kind of focus on what has disappointed about the past year and question whether it's worth it to look forward hopefully, because it's like every new year ends the same way. F that last year, may the next one be better. And it's just honestly, these last 5 years have had that steadily worse feeling for a lot of people. So with the Ten of Wands reversed, they're saying to surrender the weight of those past years. Let the shitty years be the shitty years, and let's not let that accumulated weight of them roll over into this next new year. The best New Year's party I ever went to, she had like this fire pit, and we wrote down everything we wanted to leave behind, and then we burned the paper. This is magic in action. That's a real ritual, a burning ritual or a surrendering ritual to come into 2025 unburdened. It doesn't have to include fire, but like tap into your version of magic to release all of that. And for career and finance, you have the Eight of Cups with the Knight of Swords. This indicates feelings of wanting to move on to something more rewarding, particularly emotional, something that offers you more satisfaction. Here, again, cups. Oh, we have one swords. Oh no, I lied. Two swords. But here, we still have the cups and the wands. Anyway, something that offers you more satisfaction than just a paycheck. And the Knight of Swords indicates a time of changing your mind or doing the data gathering or communications around making this change. It's doing your research, having conversations, networking, updating your resume, contacting your references, mentally preparing to make this big move. But if it isn't those action-y things, it could be more around like the level of, what would this better option even be? What direction should you even be looking in? So this can be introspective, or it could be researching options to get to know what would be a better fit. There's a lot of communication with the Knight of Swords and using your voice, asking questions. So as you explore business opportunities, job opportunities, investment opportunities, ask those questions, ask those hard questions that get you into a place of knowing that this is going to offer you what you're looking for emotionally. Now for love, you have the Ten of Swords with the Four of Wands. So one thing I see is the celebrating of doing a hard thing, or the celebrating of the end of a hard time in a relationship, or the end of a dry spell, like if you don't have a relationship. I see bittersweet closure that allows for more stability in your life. No, this is not the end of a happy time, because the painful part is first and the happy time follows. So this marks the ending of something toxic for some of you, or the end of loneliness for others. The Four of Wands, it's a transition. It's a liminal moment. The kind of liminal moment that people like to mark and decorate and draw attention to with a party or a gathering or just some kind of magical spell or honoring or ritual. It's the energy of weddings, graduations, birthdays, anniversaries, the pagan holidays. If any of you have gone through a recent breakup, they're advising you to like not shut yourself in, because you could meet someone at the next gathering you're invited to. And for others, like in a marriage situation, you could be renewing your vows or updating your vows in a way to uplift yourselves and others in a time when everyone really needs to be uplifted, to connect and to find joy after loss. And this is kind of like when I was thinking about the pagan stuff, it's kind of like the way they celebrate the equinoxes and the seasons and all these different things. It's because we need to mark time in this way and to celebrate as the cycles of life. So anyway, a little bit of a tangent there. I'm going to go ahead and pull your bonus message from the flower petals. Let's see what you need to know. These were coming out so perfect last month. I was like, I need to start pulling these on camera because people aren't going to believe me. All right, you have Daphne. It says, what pleases us most shapes us. Yes, so talking about your wishes and what motivates you and shapes you, you do have all of these wands and getting in touch with what would give you greater satisfaction and fulfillment. So that's what I have for you this month, Sagittarius. Have a great December, and I'll talk to you next year.